Hey all, this is Lanwa Shags. Working at Japan Expo was insane. So 2024 is my second time that I participate Japan Expo as staff. To remind some of you, if you haven't followed, in my June monthly report, I briefly mentioned that Japan Expo is a huge convention that held every year in Paris at Villepinte Exhibition Park. The event invites thousands of merchants representing different aspects of the Japanese culture. It goes from traditional accessories, products and practices to animes, cosplays, idols, musics and performances, with of course gamings, technologies, even language classes and travel discoveries. Practically anything that you can imagine linked with Japan is gathered in one huge place. Where most of the merchants are attending the event for already several years, it's also the case for the bubble tea shop that my friends are opening there. 2024 is actually their 8th year at Japan Expo. As for me personally, I once helped them at the event back in 2017, where I was still at university. So year 2024 is recalling a lot of my memories. Most of the staff aren't the ones that work permanently at the bubble tea shop. The personnel actually varies a lot from year to year, depending on the availability of everyone. This is due to the particularity of the Japan Expo, where for 4 entire days, weekend included, most of staff working at the different shops of the event have to put everything in place before 9 a.m. and closing and cleaning up everything after 6:30 p.m. Not mentioning that Villepinte is such a far away from most of the living area. It's actually near the Paris CDG airport, so every day the way in and out the exhibition park also takes between 2 to 4 hours depending on where you live and your transportation method. The work hour is surely intense, that is to add the workload. Japan Expo is welcoming more than 250,000 of visitors every year, with a lot of them traveling from other countries from inside or outside Europe just to spend all day here at the park. So food and drink stations are obviously the most repeatedly visited places of the event. For instance, at the bubble tea shop, the flow often gets very intense starting from lunchtime, and that will last until 6 p.m., meaning that for 6 hours a day, even if you're on a break, you can barely just leave everything to the other staff. The struggle is real when one of us is absent. However, the hype is also real. Our bubble tea shop is placed just in front of a performance stage where every 30 minutes we are assisting a new music, dance or other kind of performances. Other than making a really loud working environment where I actually had to use a speaker to call on customers' order number, the performances actually cheered up everyone and brought a nice rhythm within the workflow. When some of the performances being explosive, some others are more insightful. Some are telling stories, some others are very abstract. Of course, how can you not have any cuteness represented when talking of Japan? And at the same time, the cringely funny ones is also very Japan. You might think the hard work is all here. This is where you discover the cleaning up. By the end of the last day, the whole event is closed. Everyone and everything have to move out from the exhibition park of Villepinte. After cleaning all utensils, machines, equipment, everything is checked, marked and packed, including the tent itself. We were so proud to have dismantled it all on our own. Then everything is brought to the truck, where some of us played puzzle to fit everything in. This is obviously the most physical part of the event. We were so exhausted, yet glad that this is the end. Overall, I found this experience very physical. First, for a sleeper like me who needs 10 hours to recover from every day, 4 days of 6 to 7 hours sleep was actually a huge challenge, yet it solved my problem of bad sleep. When usually I took 30 minutes to an hour to fall asleep, during these 4 days, I could do it within 1 minute. The physical part also impacted on my body. While going to the gym with my trainer, we discovered that I actually ripped some of my muscles, more specifically the serratus anterior and the vastus medialis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. This is mainly due to the light but repeated use of those not frequently used muscles, all concentrated into 4 days without paying attention to my positioning. And my trainer also mentioned the potential influence of aging. The job is also very demanding in terms of sense of service, human contact, and social skills, where my part of the job is to hand off customers' order. This is practically the moment where they could feel the service, so eye contact, smile, the tone used while talking are all impacting on their experience. And as the shop is full open, everyone and everything is visible to the customer. This includes little accidents and emergencies, so how you deal with issues is also perceived as part of the experience too. Especially when we all know that there are a lot of people lined up waiting on their order, so emotional management under pressure is surely the number one skill to have, and that without losing efficiency, so you don't play with people's patience. Anyways, very funny and enriching experience. If you haven't done anything like this before, you should definitely try it on. If you did, then you probably know the struggle and the amazing moment beside an excellent crew. This is all for today. Please like, comment, and share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.